How's it going, everyone? Parth with Atlanta JDM. Oh, what's up, buddy? Here to show off another one of our imports. Today I'm probably sitting in the weirdest thing I've ever seen or purchased. And you know, this is someone who's bought multiple fire trucks, just random weird food trucks, and just all around everything weird. This is like the definition of what we aim for here. But I am sitting in a 1997 Daihatsu Terios. I think it's a CX. And when we look at the outside of it, you're gonna agree with me, it's probably the weirdest looking SUV type car ever. At first, again, so before I even start the video, I just want to let you know, I've never ever heard of a Daihatsu Terios. The first one I ever saw was this one. The condition, miles, everything it was in. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy that car because it's just so weird. It looks cool, never heard of it, and I don't think I'm gonna find one as clean as this one, especially the fact that I haven't seen another one for sale in Japan since this one at the auction that we purchased it from. So it is not a K car. It looks about the size of a K car. It's a 4-cylinder 1.3 liter, forgot the engine code, but I mean, it's an awesome car. I love driving it. This is like the definition of fuel efficiency at the peak, you know. It's a 5-speed manual. It is a Daihatsu, so again, in the US that really didn't pick up aside from like bikes and stuff. And you know, it is a joint thing with Toyota, so it's basically like a Toyota. But in Japan they branded them as Daihatsus, especially the Toyota K class. A lot of their cars came out branded as Daihatsus. This turn is always a little sketchy, and we're not in an exact zippy car to go over, so yeah, we're good. The clutch has like a really late bite to it, man, so I'm trying to get used to that. This is like my 4th video today, so I'm pretty exhausted. I'm trying to not be as exhausted because showing the car in the walk around is going to be awesome, because there's so many cool little like knickknacks and weird stuff in here that just makes it badass, and that's kind of why I like it. You know, out of the newest June shipment, if you're watching this video, June 2022, this is like one of the coolest cars that was on that series of boats for that month. But when you turn it on, like Daihatsus have that sandpaper sound when they start up. Like when I first started importing, I thought the car was always messed up, but that's just a Daihatsu thing, even with newer models. When I was there, when I could travel before COVID, the only complaints I have, it is very narrow and small, like that's why I thought it was a K car, even in the pictures. The only real big complaint I have driving is there's no rest pedal. Like there's just like not a lot of room in the floorboard, and I kind of like to sprawl out and just chill. Can't really do that in this car. Not a, you know, big deal breaker, but still nice. AC's ice cold, obviously. If you've seen any of the videos I've done today, it's been like 100 degrees. One video I did the Land Cruiser, and it was just so sunny I couldn't even see like my phone when I had the Osmo hooked up. But it rides out really well. I mean, again, it's not, you're not looking for juice in this car. You're just trying to get from point A to point B without spending too much in gas, which is quite expensive right now if you haven't been paying attention. This is riding right under 60. I haven't taken this thing on the interstate, but it handles anything like most of the 1.3 cars we've gotten in. You know, you're going, you can probably get to 80, 75, but don't push the car to US standards. It's not a US car. It's the JDM car. It was made for Japanese freeways, and they drive like 50 miles an hour. Oh dang, that was almost an accident. Woo! Goodness gracious. You go, lady. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Okay. I could probably get to like 4,500 before you really got a shift, so it's kind of a high revving car. Again, you can be kind of rough on these 4-cylinders. They're kind of made for that. But interstate driving, I haven't tested it. Again, like I said though, I think it's going to be the same, maybe a step above driving a K car or a K van or K truck on the interstate, you're gonna get some extra juice, but the dimensions seem to be the same. It's a very like high up car, so I think there's gonna be a lot of top weight with the wind. And if you drive past a semi, if you've ever driven past a semi truck on the interstate in a K van, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, don't worry about it. It's probably better that you haven't experienced that. But it shifts out really well. I mean, dude, the car itself is super nice. And that's, again, like, I don't really buy cars I've never heard of or don't know much about. But just when I saw this one, and then when Flavian inspected it at auction, I was just like, dude, let's go. I want it. So pretty much like I said in the driving around, what's the weirdest looking small odd SUV I can buy from Japan? And this one definitely screams all the above. Let's do a quick little lap. Does have some cosmetic stuff like always. 25-year-old cars. If it didn't have that, probably would go into a museum of some sort. But for the most part, it's in really good condition. And like I said, when I bought the thing, I had no idea what the car was. Didn't even know what to expect. I just thought it was cool, weird, wacky, and just was like, let's go, come on. Bring it on. 4-wheel drive, AC, 5-speed manual. Looks like everything you want out of a nice little SUV nowadays. And it's got some couple bells and whistles. Again, don't know if those are factory things that came with it. Sure, the roof rack and luggage compartment wasn't, but I mean the front brush bar and grill kind of looks factory to me, at least. It's just a really nice looking car. $45 to fill this thing up. Been driving it non-stop along with the CRV. Both needles have barely even moved. It's crazy. The gas meter needles. So just going over some of the cosmetic defects. Just on this side immediately you can see some smudging down here, which I think that is just dirt. Could be just overthinking things. What I really wanted to point out was some of the scratching right here in between the door and the two doors, sorry. You do on this side have some scuffs. Looks like it was attempted to be repaired over there. But it's kind of hard to repair plastic. You just gotta know a guy, or just replace the part in itself, which I guarantee you cosmetic trim pieces and stuff like this for this car are probably going to be very hard to find. You have some paint fade right here on this little rubber trim piece, again just due to age. You do have some little scratches up here on the top of the bonnet, scratches on the brush bar, but it's a brush bar. That's literally what it's there for. It does say Terios on it, and it doesn't look like a sticker, so that might actually be like factory. Antenna on this side is just like no bueno, but it's the freaking antenna. No one cares about that. Bird poo. Top of the car looks good though. No paint fade, anything like that. Kind of definitely was kept indoors for sure. I thought these were like dents at first at the auction. They're not. That's just what the body looks like. A couple scratches right here on the front fender, and a couple scratches in the back. Nothing too serious. Some more plastic repair, which doesn't look the greatest. But all in all, like I said, it's really nice on the outside. Just a couple of things cosmetically. The inside is just beautiful. It looks brand spanking new. Again, with the super 90s interior pattern. Bolsters, foam, everything. Really nice. Again, little weak over here. But most of these cars in Japan, the driver's side is the only one that has any evidence of that. Again, I just love the color of these things, man. They're just the patterns for these types of vehicles. You can see it down there at the bottom. There's a little pouch. Same thing over here. Again, these look like they're factory pouches. Or no, they are screwed in. So these are not factory pouches. So you're gonna have a hole underneath that, but again, I think they're supposed to come without anything underneath. And they even tried to put an adhesive to keep these things on there. Again, this thing is so compact and narrow, like it should borderline be a Keishidosho. The reason why it's not is because of the engine capacity. The rear doesn't even look like anyone sat in the seats, honestly. These fold down also, so you can maximize your trunk space. You got your spare tire. Here is the trunk. Fix the Osmo. Again, like I said, those seats do fold down, fold back. And not a very spacious car, very small, compact car, but one. The thing like people will say, first thing about the car is just how adorable the little cargo compartment up top is. I haven't even messed with it. I'm kind of hoping right now I can open it with one hand. I'm kind of hoping there's some weird stuff in there. But with US Customs being how they are, I doubt it. Oh, it looks empty. Climb up on the... Am I missing one? Hello? Nope, just user error, I guess. Definitely user error. Alright, hold on. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Hopefully that didn't hurt nothing. It's so small. Like, what are you going to put in here? One overnight bag or change of clothes? Your toilet kit? Can't really fit much in there. Oh, okay. Hit the... Cool. Hit the racks, not the car. And it's a Daihatsu one. So again, it could be a factory one. Like I said, when I saw the car, I just wanted it. Never heard anything, didn't even know this car existed. Like most Daihatsu making models. So like I was saying, the only thing drivability wise I don't like, there's no rest pedal. Kind of just setting your foot like right here and whatever. I'm kind of tall, so it gets uncomfortable after a while, long commutes. And like I was saying, when you turn on Daihatsus, or I think I said it in the drive around, they got that like weird sandpaper sound to it. That's just all of Daihatsus. Like I said before, I used to think that was just that car in particular, and every time I heard a Daihatsu start, even driving or seeing newer ones in Japan, I was just like, yeah, that's just a weird Daihatsu thing. But see, it's like all of them sound like that, dude. It's so weird. And I love these things. They're so perfect. And I actually need to just a little more outside. But genius. We don't really need them here. It's nice to have here so when you're parking or driving, you got good like lane detection, I guess. Visual lane detection. Okay, where is the release? I feel it like right here. It's a lot easier with two hands. What's this thing? Where the fuck is it? Alright, there we go. Bastard. Forgot the engine code, brain farting. Done 3 videos today. But 4-cylinder, 1.3 liter. Again, Daihatsu is a joint Toyota product. I'm not going to say it's a big time Toyota engine, but Toyota did have a couple of 1.3s. I don't know if you ever heard the Starlet. It's definitely not going to be like that, but let's see the engine code actually right here. HCE1 or HCEG, or blah, 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 sorry, HCEJ, Hotel Charlie Echo Juliet. It's a little dusty, but like I say in all my videos, I don't trust detail guys to clean the engine bays. Just one, but he's always unavailable.